Yo, it's your boy AJ. I'm here with Rage. The Bulls just shocked the Toronto Raptors. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. You're now tuned in to Hoops World.
Hoops World.
James. Right here, the king is like, hey, guess what? I'm still the king.
I hit the streets just to get a bag. I pack, he got toe tagged. I punched the nigga for shorty. I'm John Woo with the 40. You not gang nor the homie. Don't blow me, no, you don't know me. Gang shit, members only. You wasn't there, I was lonely. You wasn't there, I was lonely. Dog nights, blicky on me. I was just stacking my commas up. Head down, trying to run it up. These niggas be steady, be clocking me. Like the D's, yeah, they watching me. That's why I gotta move dangerous.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this game, bro. It's like we thought the Raptors had it. We thought the Raptors had it, man.
The whole 3 quarters, I mean, it was in their control. The whole 3 quarters, like it was like it didn't look like it was going to the Bulls' direction at all. Obviously, when you went in the third quarter and Zach started cooking, it was getting a little closer, but they still had a solid lead going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
It
man.
didn't look.
We're going to break it down. So, first quarter, man, Raptors 28, Bulls 23. Fred VanVleet came out smoking hot. I think he had 12 in that first quarter. The Raptors shot 5 for 8 in that first quarter from three. It was great because they were cooking from three. Fred was cooking, and Pascal Siakam. We're going to talk about Pascal Siakam. I realized like he really worked on his game. Like he's an official 3-level scorer because he was in that first half, he was hitting threes, posting up, hitting fadeaways, getting to the rim, going downhill. Like he really changed his game from where we've seen Pascal Siakam before. Now it's like he made a little bit of a transition now, and he was pretty good in that first half, man. Now the Bulls, on the other hand, were not doing well in that first half. I think Zach wasn't doing well. DeMar was having trouble. Not the ideal result for the first half of the Bulls. I mean, only one turnover and had giving up one offensive rebound, but they were just generating a ton of deflections, steals, blocks. Caruso, we're gonna talk about Caruso too later on, but Bulls were 1 of 8 from 3, 0 for 1 from the foul line, and it was not looking good in this first half. Then I remember I texted you, bro, in that second quarter. Talk about what you saw. That's like, why were the Bulls struggling so bad, and Toronto was just going crazy on the Bulls in that first half?
Well, to start off, their offense wasn't really good at all. I mean, Lavine and DeRozan really still weren't cooking like that. Their threes weren't hitting at all. And then you get to the other side of the ball, they'd sometimes get stops, but they'd get out rebounded, and that was huge.
Yeah.
And I realized that with the Bulls, right? They start Beverly, they start Caruso, they start Lavine, they start DeRozan.
Yeah.
Those like Caruso and Beverly are obviously solid defenders, but the problem is they're too small to guard some of the guys that they get put up against.
Yeah, because the Raptors have a lot of big wings.
You can't if you have a Beverly VanVleet matchup, okay, that works. Works. But other than that, like Caruso is kind of Caruso's too small against like Anunoby or Siakam or Scotty Barnes.
Yeah.
And we know what DeRozan and Lavine are like defensively.
Yeah.
So it's like that wasn't a recipe for success at all. And the Raptors were able to take advantage. Talk about Siakam. He was able to get his there. They were able to attack the rim. Like I said, they were getting rebounds.
Yeah.
And it was all in the Raptors' hands. Like everything was going their way.
They did a good job early on. Like shout out to Nick Nurse because he's one of the defensive specialists. And then the Raptors, we know they have the defensive personnel. They have all these big wings, and they were double teaming, showing doubles on DeRozan pretty early. Like they were trying to mix it up, and they're sometimes doubling DeRozan, and it was giving the Bulls trouble. And then that halftime came, and it was 58 Raptors, 47 Bulls. Fred VanVleet made that little half-court shot, and they went in. Then the Bulls were shooting 47% from the field. Raptors were shooting 46%, and then from three, the Bulls were shooting 2 for 11, 18% from three, and the Raptors were 8 for 19, 42% from three. Rebounds, the Raptors were killing them on the boards, like you said, 26-17 at halftime. And then the turnovers were even, fast break points were even. And we get to this third quarter. This man, Zach Lavine, man, we gotta talk about Zach Lavine tonight, bro, because Zach Lavine was unbelievable in this third quarter. He dropped 17 points. It's crazy. He had 9 points in the first half, 9 points, and then 17 in the third quarter. Like I said, this is what the playoffs is about, because you're gonna need a tough shot maker in the playoffs, bro. And he is one of the best tough shot makers, I think, in the league. Like, he makes tough look. Raptors are not some of these shots, the Raptors are playing good defense. It's just Zach is just too good. I mean, he's just making too many tough shots, man. But what was your opinion on Zach in that third quarter?
Yeah, he was just getting those shots. I mean,
Yeah.
we know like the Bulls are obviously going to go to those players, but it really wasn't like starting to click until you got to that third quarter, at least for Zach Lavine, right? Because he was able to go down, and obviously in the third quarter he had 17 huge.
Yeah.
He was able to pull up and hit his shots. He was hitting his middies. He was taking it to the rim and getting free throws. 13 of 15 from the foul line tonight.
Yeah.
So he was able to really do that. Like I said, the midi game was on point.
Yeah, because you think this game is over, and he just changed the momentum he was carrying the Bulls, then he carried them in the third quarter, and the momentum just swung going into the fourth. Like I said, they trimmed. It was a 19-point deficit. They were up. Raptors were up 19 at one point, and going into the fourth, they were only up 9. So fourth quarter comes, and Zach Lavine, man, continues to. I think that's kind of what got DeMar going too, and the rest. Oh, we're gonna talk about Caruso. Thank you. I remember Caruso in the fourth quarter, bro. And I remember when Caruso put out a statement like, "Oh, I'm one of the best defenders in the league," and I kind of like scoffed at it, but he was getting a whole bunch of deflections and steal. Like, every time I look up, it was a steal by Caruso, Caruso going down in fast break, steal. Like, I'm like, yo, he's a menace on the perimeter. So, like, his defense is pretty good, bro. I'm not gonna
He had 3 steals and 3 blocks.
Yeah, bro. He was a big reason too, because Zach was cooking. Zach was stirring the pot. And then you add in Caruso was adding the ingredients, the defensive ingredients to get the steals. And DeMar's like, okay, let me check in too. Let me try to get my buckets in here too. So that 3 combination in the fourth, it just kept cutting the lead down and down and down.
And the Raptors weren't really getting anything, because it's like Fred started to cool off a little bit.
Yeah.
And Siakam started to as well. Everything just started cooling down, and they weren't really getting what they wanted, and they weren't getting stops like they were before.
Did you think the Bulls did anything to, like, I mean, besides Caruso like being a menace? I mean, Scotty Barnes what does Scotty have tonight? I gotta look at the box score, but Scotty
had 19, 10, and he had a block.
He was okay in the fourth, but it's like, I don't know, because with Siakam gives you 32 and 9, and then OG gave you 13. Polo gave you 7. It's just, I'm trying to figure out what went wrong for them in the fourth quarter, because the Bulls once the Bulls were in the momentum, it was over. It was almost over. You could just see it. You could see the demise coming. I mean, late in the game, I think it got close, and there was like a foul. I know there was a foul that they changed too, the Siakam foul.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah, yeah.
That was horrible. I can't believe they called that.
Yeah,
but
either.
Shout out to DeMar DeRozan's daughter.
Oh, we got to talk about DeMar DeRozan's daughter, man.
Toronto shot 15. Wait, they shot 18 of 36 from the free throw line tonight. That is the second highest. That is the second most missed free throws in a game this year.
Oh my God.
And it was like every time the Raptors would get to the strike, there was at least one miss, and it was bad. Yeah. And Siakam had 3 free throws. He missed 2 of them. If he makes those 3, all of them, they probably go into overtime.
Yeah, that's probably I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with the Raptors. We got it right there. The 18 missed free throws. I think it was like 18 straight or something like that.
You can't let 18 points up at the free throw line.
Yeah,
18 points.
18
That's
missed
bad,
free throws.
man.
Because the game is
Siakam can't go 5 or 11.
Yeah.
Oh, Anunoby can't go 3 of 8. You can't do that.
It's a 4-point game. I mean, the Bulls won by 4, so it's like 18 missed free throws. That's so much points on the board you're leaving out.
You're telling me they couldn't have made 5 more? That would have only put them up to what, 23 out of 36? You still missed 13 free throws.
Shout out to DeMar DeRozan's daughter, bro, because she was like go online on Twitter and look her up because she's going viral right now. They're giving her LeBron. I know they give her the LeBron memes, the Will Chamberlain meme. She's the MVP, the
No,
GOAT.
she's a Chicago legend at this point.
She's a Chicago. Give her a
That's
payroll.
unbelievable because you saw what the Raptors were doing in the first 3 quarters. Like obviously, like she was on point the whole game with the screaming.
The screaming,
yo,
literally
I
right
mean,
when they shoot, she screams, and then Siakam was missing them, like breaking them.
But I mean, there was nothing more clutch than the screams when it came to Siakam's late game free throws.
Oh my god,
he had 3 free throws. That was a terrible call.
Yeah.
Terrible call. The Raptors should have won this game before that, but they had another chance given to them.
Yeah, literally the NBA made the call was like,
and Siakam just it was bad.
The NBA made the call was like, we want this game to go to overtime because they changed that call. Like you gotta go back and look at that call if you're watching this video because they
had
changed
the call
that
right too. Like
yeah, it was right.
And it's not like they reviewed it either. Like
Siakam could have tied it at like what was it, 20 seconds left or something like that, and it was he missed those free throws and it was
missed the first and then missed the next 2, or made the first and then missed the next 2.
So wrapping this up, if you're a Bulls fan right now, bro, how are you feeling? Are you on cloud 9? Are you still worried? Like, damn, we're not out the woods yet, or because it's Miami, we're going to Miami. How are you feeling as a Bulls fan right now, bro?
Still not done yet. You're obviously like you're happy what you were able to get out of Lavine and stuff, but I'm more worried as a Bulls fan. Like, obviously, you're happy you were able to come out with the win, and although Miami is very iffy themselves, you're still going into the game uncertain of what you're going to get from DeRozan and what you're going to get from Lavine, given Miami is a solid defensive team. Obviously, the Raptors were too, but you never know, right? Outside of DeRozan and Lavine, do you have any reliable scoring options, really?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
If Lavine didn't put up that
masterclass,
that 30-point second half, I mean, where were they today? And the Heat are not going to miss half of their free throws. There's no way. They're not going to miss 18 free throws. It's not going to happen. You have to go in and you got to eat on the glass. The Miami just got destroyed on the glass against Atlanta. You got to hope that can cancel out. And you got to hit your shots. You have to go throughout the first 4 quarters. You got to start from the beginning. You got to hit your shots. And you got to get everyone involved. And you can't shoot 26.9% from 3.
Yeah,
you got to hit your threes. Obviously, you were glad you came out with the win, but there's still more work to do.
Well said. I mean, my pick is I'm picking Chicago because I think Miami's frauds, but that's a whole nother story.
I agree. Hey, I agree though, but we'll see. You never know.
That's a whole other story.
Of the
your quick take on the Raptors. I guess this is the offseason Raptors. Is it blow it up? What is the offseason moves right now? If you're the Raptors
I don't. There was buzz between Anunoby. There was buzz between Siakam getting traded at the deadline.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to continue with going on with this team, just going forward. I mean, with 41-41, I mean, you can't get any more mid than that.
Yeah.
Literally mid. But you gotta go into the offseason either preparing to you have to either retool, you gotta keep adding pieces, or you gotta let it go. You gotta blow it up. Simple as that. You gotta figure it out because this team isn't really gonna be able to amount to really anything. Like, because even last year they still got put out in the first round.
Yeah, Masai Ujiri got a lot of work to do.
You got to figure out, and you got to figure out what you're gonna do with Anunoby and Siakam, like I said, because those were guys that were very close to being dealt this trade deadline.
Yeah,
and now you're going in and missing the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at HoopsWorld0. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hit that like button.